Libra.
Hello everyone, welcome to your March forecast, that of 2015. Before we start today, there's a couple of little news lines, and I want to give a shout out to one specific person out there that has come to my attention, brought to me by many of you, and thank you for that. But one of you out there probably listening now has uploaded, or should I say, downloaded my videos and uploaded them to their channel as their own content. And that's not cool. That's not the way we do it on YouTube. But to the rest of you, not even for you who did this, you might not, be well versed in how YouTube works. But you're all free to take my channel and feature it as a favorite channel on your YouTube page, or you can embed the code and put it on your web page. That is perfectly fine. But it is not cool to download and upload it as your own. So hopefully you won't be doing that now for this month in March. I would rather not have to go around the whole YouTube system to get them down. So anyway, then the good news also here this month for you is that we have now a newsletter that I want you to sign up for. You're going to see the sign up form right here, and we are going to be giving away a free private reading every month. So when you sign up, we can draw your name. And it's easy, just your first name, don't need the last name, just your first name and your email. And I want to thank all of you who's already found your way to my website even before it has been announced. So there's already a huge sign up for it. And the other good thing is, it's when I address you here every month, I do it through 12 different channels, because you're in 12 different signs. Through the newsletter, I can reach all of you with new content, new videos, which I will be posting to the newsletter only, not here on YouTube, but you will get those things, all those goodies here on the newsletter. So be sure to sign up here now. It's just to pause the video, click the sign up button, come back, and then re-listen to what now is coming up for you here in March. Hello Libra, this is your forecast for March 2015, and what a relationship month you have in sight. Now Mars and Venus both are in your 7th house for the long-term type commitment. So with your significant other, and for those of you single, well, this might just be a jolly time to meet somebody new. In the sign of Aries, it's you now being not just persistent, but I see how you're going to be able to reach out, pursue, and initiate contact as well. So you're on top of your game. It's like finding that surfboard and just, surfing that wave all the way in. And Mars is here too, and Mars rules Aries. So this is a double whammy. In fact, it's home here in this area. And there's changes too that can come upon you this month, as the two of them will be meeting up with Uranus. And as you know, Uranus is always about change, and we need change in life. That's how we evolve. When we're behind the change, consciously creating the change, we're empowered, we know what's coming, and we're ready for it. However, we never know with Uranus, because sometimes when we're busy doing something else over here, Uranus may be flung upon you, and up comes some changes. First, we're going to be having Venus touch upon Uranus. Venus is love and romance, right? And then we're going to have Mars also touching upon it here, maybe just like a week later. So we're going to do things a little differently here this month, here Libra. I'm going to speak about the planets, their aspects, where they show up in your chart, so we know the stage of life that they're going to be expressing themselves through. But instead of lining up all the dates on the calendar, I'm going to make a separate video just on the calendar. So when you listen to the end of the tape, then there is going to be a direct video link so that you can get all the dates. Now, February was a little slow. We had not too many transits, so it was a pleasant month. But March has 16 dates for us with a lot of activity. So you want to listen to that to know when to act and when to lay low, and the changes, like when Venus and Mars will be touching upon that Uranus. You want to hear that too. So yeah, listen to the end of the tape and then just go straight through to that next video. But as we're seeing here too, we have the Sun still in Pisces. Now Venus and Mars was in Pisces all of February, and so that gave it a little bit more of a romantic feel to it, a little lovey-dovey and dreamy perhaps in your day-to-day routine. That is now in your 7th house, but the Sun is still lingering there in the 6th house. So your focus is going to be on how to strategize and create more efficiency, I believe, in your daily routines, which is always a good thing. And you like to have it a little bit organized, don't you? To have it, you know, your space clean and so forth. So good time this month to do that. Now, also we have the new moon here in Pisces. It's going to be 29 degrees here in your 6th house. So right on the cusp to the 7th. So it's going to illuminate both your 6th and I'd like to say the 7th, because only, you know, a few minutes later, it's 29 degrees, 52 seconds or so, and then it is into 0 degrees Aries, and that is your relationship. So depending on what time during that day, you will feel the impact, both what pertains to your day-to-day routine, but also your relationships. Now, to make this new moon even more so interesting this month, the new moon is always where we put down our intentions, right? So you want to put your intentions here in your day-to-day activity. However, we have a total solar eclipse here on the very, very same day. And this is March 20th for the new moon and for the solar eclipse. And it is cuspal. So eclipses, especially when they're total, they denote endings of sorts. But only to those things that need to end in your life, not the things, the good things that we want to continue with. The universe always knows, so it helps us. It kind of pushes, you know, it's like the mama bird pushing their kids out of the nest, saying this is your time to fly. The universe is now telling you it's time to start new and let go of whatever it is you're going to let go of. It's a time to meditate perhaps on this day and just remain open to the universe, you know, and say, I'm ready. I'm ready for change. And then see what will come to you here. So, yes, the solar eclipse on the 20th, then we have the full moon. This full moon will illuminate your 12th house, Libra. 12th house is the house of karma. It's the things that we have accumulated throughout this whole last month, if we're just going by the moon, but it's also what we have accumulated last 12 months. Too, so not just the last month. And so whatever needs to come to light will come to light. Things may come to the surface there. Light will be shown upon it, and therefore we always do like to clean as we go along, karmically, emotionally, and spiritually, so that when these times come around, we're good to go. You know, we don't have to be faced with unfinished business. But if you have some unfinished business, this full moon might just bring that to the forefront for you on March 5th. It's also a time to listen within. It's a creative space. It's a spiritual space, I feel, where we can listen to our higher self, our guides, our spiritual guides, and derive a lot of inspiration. So it should be a beautiful full moon here in Virgo. So let's look at Mercury. Mercury was retrograde until that of February 11th, and now starting to pick up speed, and it is still now in the sign of Aquarius. And Aquarius is all about new ideas, thinking outside of the box, being original, and so forth. So you might just feel that you want to pay attention to whatever thoughts come to you, especially here, Libra, for you, because why? It's in your 5th house for creativity and self-expression. So talk about self-expression, and Mercury wants to communicate. You might just feel the need to really share some good quality time with your loved one. Have fun. It is the area of having fun and leisure, which is the 5th house. And also for those of you who have your own business, it's a time to focus creatively on that as well, and perhaps communicate with those that you need to in order to expand this area of your personal business career. Children might come to you with news, and it could be unexpected news. We can many times find the unexpectedness here for you in the 5th house, only because Aquarius rules it in your solar chart, and Aquarius brings the unexpected. Then we have Saturn. Let's talk a little bit about Saturn here this month, because it is going to retrograde March 15th. You've had a little taste from what it's starting to do for you in this new 2.5-year cycle, where it started in last December. So when it retrogrades, it's going to take you back into where you've been the last 2.5 years, just to kind of tie up any loose ends. And for you, those loose ends would be in the area of your financial situation, your 2nd house, and your self-esteem, all of those things that rule in and under that 2nd house. Saturn is here to support you to finalize. So yes, we want to be friends with Saturn. It'll retrograde for probably 4 to 5 months, then it will turn around and be done with that 2nd house once and for all for the next 28 years. And then you can start focusing on the 3rd house for good. And that is what you've been feeling from December to now. So you've only had a little taste. But the 3rd house, Saturn, is all about you positioning yourself in the areas of communication. And you might be communicating more, and I'd say broadly too, as you have Sagittarius here. And it's you taking control. It's you taking your strength, mastering the skill, the verbal skill of communication. So in many ways, it's like maybe you're going to start to teach, mentor, that kind of thing. You would be awesome at it over these coming years. Jupiter is still in your 11th house for social activities, social networks, groups and organizations. It being retrograde now for the last month, it's going to turn direct now in April. You want to see what lost, or yeah, I'd like to say lost opportunities, maybe in the past, coming from this area. Okay, there might be something that can surface for you and can expand a lot of joy, and I'm feeling maybe even new people can come to you that might be quite important, and maybe even with a little bit of karmic impact, like past life lovers, past life friends maybe coming into the picture. Things that might need to be healed might also come up at this time, because retrograding is wanting to tie up those loose ends and make it good. You know, Jupiter wants everything to be nice, right? So that is pretty much what we have here. You do want to listen to your calendar. That is going to come up here with a clickable link directly to it. And also there's going to be a link directly to sign up for that newsletter, so you can be a part of the drawing for a free reading here with me. And the winner will be announced in next month's forecast. Just need your name and email. That's how simple and quick that is. So I think I have it here, and I will proceed to see you now in April. Bye now.